This session covers Xpedition Designer schematic design integrated with Teamcenter. Teamcenter is your single source of truth for your design data. Here we've logged into Teamcenter. Once logged in, we automatically connect to a tailored active workspace view of your design inside the design tools. As a schematic designer, I only want to see electronic data, and the embedded active workspace is pre-filtered to show me only ECAD design data. I can choose the design that I want to edit, select Checkout, and then open the design to continue to work on it in an engineering workspace. Once I click the Open button, it will actually pull a data package from Teamcenter and load it into the schematic workspace. Once the design's open, you can see that it's actually loaded in the engineering workspace, the so-called staging area. A key feature of Xpedition is the synchronization LEDs. These show how the design is in sync or out of sync with other connected tools. In this case, all the LEDs show green, showing I'm currently in sync with other tools like System Designer or PCB Layout. We'll look at this shortly. I can drive my normal schematic changes through the library that's actually connected to Teamcenter. So the part definitions are managed in Teamcenter and in an external library that has all the parametric data that I can choose a part and a symbol that represents a function that I want to add to the schematic. I can simply drag and drop that to the schematic and make quick connections using the features of Xpedition to help me make my design changes. We're going to do some layout-driven changes, so for now I'm just going to undo this, and then let's take a look at how we drive it from layout. I can actually open layout directly from Xpedition and cross-probe between both sides of the design and make my changes in the schematic. In this case, I'm going to just add a simple capacitor and connect some nets to it to drive a change into layout. You can see in layout, once I've actually added the capacitor on the schematic sheet, it has a C question mark reference designator showing it's not been assigned yet. And in the layout side, it's actually showing the status LEDs now as amber, saying there's a pending change. As a designer, I can control when these changes are made. So I click the button to sync the designs again. It will run through, assign the reference designator, and then bring it forward into layout, and you can see the LEDs are now green again, meaning the design is in sync. I've completed a few more updates, and now I want to save this design change back into the Teamcenter vault. So I can choose from Save, Save As a new design if permissions allow me to make additional changes. By saving derived data, I can update drawings if that's all I need. In this case, I'm just going to do a save, and it creates a package to load into Teamcenter, but it also communicates with Teamcenter to get all the data that's currently associated with this design that I've checked out. In this case, I want to update all the documents that are associated with it, and I have a number of options to do a save. In this case, it's saving as Rev A because I chose Save by default, but in this case, I actually want to do a revise, and it knows the revision rules in Teamcenter. It'll automatically update to revision B. For the manufacturing documentation, I have a little bit more options to drive that. I can save, revise, save as if I need to create new documents for a different version of the document, or I can save over existing documents. In this case, I also want to do a revision on it. So again, if I click Revise, it knows the revision control rules and will automatically go to B. If I'm done, I simply check it in and say Clean up my engineering workspace and click Finish, and the vault will be updated with the new data, and it will send a whole package there. Once saved, I can go back to the vault, look at the new revision B that's been saved there. Instead of checking it out, I can simply open it for reference to validate my changes were actually saved. Once the design is opened again, I can use things like search to find the initial layout-driven components. Say, go find this sheet that had the changes, and indeed we can see the changes there that were saved prior to that C199 change that we showed. This shows you a quick overview of how Teamcenter manages the single source of truth and how Xpedition can directly control your digital twin. Thank you.